Hey, it's great to have you here for this episode. So, when most people think about the AI race, they picture this mad dash to build the biggest models, right?
Yeah, like more GPUs, more parameters, and just throwing tons of money at it.
Exactly. But, well, China's taking a different route. Instead of just going bigger, they're focusing on efficiency.
That's interesting. So, less about scale and more about doing more with less?
Right, and one startup that really highlights this is DeepSeek. They're building large language models that compete with Western giants, but at a fraction of the training cost.
Wait, how do they manage that? Because I know companies like OpenAI and Google spend hundreds of millions on training, mostly using NVIDIA GPUs.
That's the thing. China faces export restrictions on those advanced chips, so they can't just copy the same approach. Instead, they innovate around those limits.
So it's like they're forced to be smarter with their resources?
Exactly. DeepSeek's strategy breaks down into three parts. First, algorithmic efficiency, improving model design and training so they get more done per unit of compute.
Mm-hmm. And second,
Cost compression, lowering the actual cost of training means A, I can be deployed more widely, especially in enterprises that can't afford huge budgets.
makes sense. And the third?
Independent strategy, reducing reliance on foreign semiconductor supply chains by optimizing around hardware constraints. It's not just tech progress, it's geopolitical adaptation.
That's a big deal. And DeepSeek isn't alone, right?
No, not at all. Baidu with Ernie, Alibaba's Quinn series, Tencent's Hunyuan, all pushing domestic AI models. Plus, Huawei's developing its own AI chips, the Ascend series, to cut dependence on foreign hardware.
So China's AI ecosystem is more coordinated and state aligned compared to the US's decentralized model. That probably has its pros and cons.
Definitely. And globally, this means AI might get cheaper faster than we expect if efficiency driven training takes off.
Plus, if China releases competitive models openly or semi openly, it could ramp up open source innovation worldwide.
And history shows constraints often spark breakthroughs. China's chip restrictions might actually be pushing creative algorithmic solutions.
That's a great point. So, what about India?
India doesn't have to copy the US's scale first model. Instead, focusing on efficiency first innovation fits a compute constrained environment well.
Yeah, things like model distillation and applied AI deployment could become real strengths. It's about using intelligence effectively within limits.
Exactly. Intelligence is abundant, but compute and capital aren't evenly spread. Human judgment on resource allocation remains key.
So, DeepSeek's story reminds us that scale is one path, efficiency another. The real question is who converts intelligence into advantage most effectively?
Well said. That's a wrap on this episode. Some food for thought on how AI races aren't just about size, but smart strategy.
Yeah, it's a fascinating shift to watch. Thanks for tuning in.